Hey guys, between the two of us, I'm the nervous traveler. In fact, I can't really truly begin to rest on vacation until we're at our destination. So when it comes to transportation to and from the airport, that stresses me out. If you're like me, we hope that this video is gonna help alleviate a lot of that stress. Hey guys, I'm Lucas.
I'm Lisa, and we are Maple Mickey, helping put the magic back in your next Disney vacation. Well, there is something iconic about the green floral carpet at the Orlando International Airport, or MCO. And there's something equally as iconic driving underneath those Walt Disney World arches that signal your vacation has begun. But that in between those 2 points can be really daunting and very frustrating if you haven't planned it out well. So how do you get from MCO to your resort? We hope to give you a few different options in this video.
So guys, if you stay to the end of this video, we're gonna share what our preferred method of transportation is. But at least Disney World, once upon a time, would cover the transportation, hook you up at the airport, get you to the parks, but that no longer happens. So what are some of our options today for getting to Disney World Park?
Yeah, so they used to have the Magical Express bus system, and it was operated by Mears. Now, Mears still offers a bus system to get you to your resort. You're just now gonna have to pay for it. But it might be the easiest option that there is for you is to hop onto one of these shuttle buses that just go continuously from the airport.
So you're gonna be able to book this online at mearsconnect.com. We're gonna put the link in the show notes below. Not sponsored, by the way, we don't see anything from this, but we just wanna help you out. So Lise, what's this gonna cost us?
Yeah, so per adult, one way, you're looking at $16 and $13 per kid, which puts you roughly around $58 for a family of 4, 2 adults and 2 kids. Now, this is all operating right out of level 1 in either Terminal B, or if you're in the new terminal, Terminal C there. So you go pick up all your luggage, make sure your party is together, to go all the way down to the end of the terminal.
And you can't miss it. There's people there. They're really good with their signage, as well as people there to help you get situated on the bus.
Yeah, and so please do make sure that your whole party is together. They'll get you in the right lineup. Now, these buses are leaving pretty frequently, every 20 to 30 minutes, but they do make multiple resort stops. So it could take you up to an hour and a half from when you load that bus to get to your resort. Yeah. So it can be quite a long option. Now, it is a relaxing option.
It's just maybe one of the easiest ways of getting to the resorts.
I would agree. I think it is probably the easiest kind of stress-free option that there is.
But it's not the fastest.
It is not.
So if we want to go a little faster, what are we talking about?
So you can do an express option through Mears. It is going to cost you. It's going to be $250 for the first 4 people and an additional $55 per passenger from then on, but it does allow you to skip the line, and that bus will only go to your resort.
Now you might be thinking, well, guys, we live in the 21st century. Let's just Uber it, let's just Lyft it. And that is a viable option, absolutely. You're gonna be looking at about $30 to $100, depending on surge pricing. If you take a taxi, they're gonna run you roughly a rate of $75 to get to the parks. Now, one thing to keep in mind if you're traveling with little ones is a car seat situation.
Now, obviously, you can bring your own with you on the plane and just install it in the Uber when you get there, and UberX can sometimes come with a car seat included. But if you don't want to have to worry about car seats or like schlep one with you, the Connect buses, the Mears Connect buses, don't require car seats. So that might be something to consider for you. Now, the one kind of drawback of Uber, Lyft, or taxi is that you have to find them. And so you are going to need to exit the terminal, whichever one you're in. Terminal A or B, you're going to exit on level 2. Terminal C, you're going to exit on level 6. And then you do need to find them because they are only going to be able to come to that pickup spot. They don't have a designated spot for them to wait for you.
And of course with the taxis, you would just get into the taxi line at the designated taxi pickups.
Yeah, and so, you know, it can It can save you some money. It's gonna definitely be quicker, but it might be a little bit of a hassle to find them. You might not care, but that's something that you wanna consider. Another option is to do a car service, whether you want a limo or just like a private SUV to pick you up. Now we have done this and they meet you at baggage claim and they bring you out to your car. It's very easy to be able to find them. You don't have to worry about navigating a new airport that you've never been in before, but you are going to pay for this service.
Now it may be the most stress-free service though. So if you're willing to pay for just starting that vacation early, stress-free, it's nice when they're holding that sign with your name on it and you just walk, they show you where to go. You don't have to think, you know you're in good hands. It's a great option.
Now a car service is gonna run you anywhere from $75 to $100 just for your standard kind of SUV size. If you do need car seats, that can also be arranged. Now we have often traveled multi-generationally. So we've typically brought my parents with us. We're a party of 6 and we have found that it is often cheaper for us to get a car service than to pay for 6 individuals to go on a shuttle or to get 2 Ubers to get to our destination. Plus,
here's a pro tip. If you work ahead, like call ahead and arrange this, but they may even stop at a grocery store. You can run in, get some supplies for your trip and for your resort room, and they'll wait for you and they'll transport you and your groceries to the resort. And that's just one less thing you have to think about.
Yeah, and a little bit of a saver from spending all that money on snacks in the parks.
Now, of course, not everyone wants to be quote unquote stuck in the Disney World environment.
Whoa, are you saying that we're stuck when we're in the Disney bubble?
And so maybe one option for you is to actually just rent a car.
A car rental is gonna cost you roughly about $25 per night. That can change based on the type of car you're renting and where you're renting from. But thankfully, Disney has just gotten rid of parking surcharges at their resorts, which were very unpopular. So you can park for free at your resort. Now, if you are going to use that car to transport you to the parks, do keep in mind that you will have to pay those parking fees once you get to the park, but at your resort, it will sit there for free. Now, you might not want to pay $25 a night to park it and just have it sit there. But if you're wanting to go to some of the things outside of Disney World, like go shopping or to a beach, which is about an hour away, or a different park, this could be a really great way of doing it without having to arrange other shuttle services to get you there.
So we promised you at the beginning we would give you our preferred choice of transportation. Now this is where we disagree a little bit. I love the idea of hassle-free, stress-free, arriving at the airport, seeing a guy in a black suit holding my name in his hands and knowing that I won't have to think about anything else to get to Disney Park. So I'm all about the car service for sure.
And I personally really love Mears Connect. We have used it a few times. I thought it was really simple. The hardest thing was finding it the very first time. And here's another reason why I love it so much. Our last trip, kind of everything went wrong.
It was a nightmare.
Our flights were canceled 10 hours before we were supposed to arrive, and rebooking meant that our family of 4 was split up into 2 parties. Now, if we had went with any other option, we would have had to double our cost to get 2 different parties to Disney on 2 different days. With Mears Connect, all I had to do was log into the app and change our 4 people into 2 parties of 1 and 3, and it was hassle-free. It took no time, and it cost us $0 extra to be able to split into 2. And so I think for that, I don't know, it's a winner for me.
So guys, we hope that this has added value to your next Disney vacation in terms of planning and just being able to arrive at that MCO airport without any stress, knowing that you're gonna get to the parks free and clear. Let us know, what's your preferred mode of transportation getting to the park?
And if this has been helpful, we would love for you to like and save this video, share it with a friend that's heading to Disney World, because with a little bit of insider knowledge and some extra planning, you too can have a stress-free Disney vacation.